Leo, what's up, Leos? We're going to do your reading for the week of April 18th. But I have to say, we've got quite the energy going on. So last week we had the full moon in Libra, and next week we have the new moon eclipse in Taurus. So big sandwich of pressure here that we're kind of sitting in the week of the 18th. So we are going to look at that full moon in Libra. You're getting the Faith card. So there's definitely like maybe even a strong test to your faith here that's showing up here, and you're just having to believe that something will turn out the way it's supposed to. This week we have bring a gentle touch. So I do feel like there's some like strong feminine energy here, honestly. And this next week at the new moon in Taurus, you're actually getting a full moon in Capricorn. So so there's definitely some sort of difficult process coming to a close that's allowing you to kind of step into that eclipse energy. Big endings could be happening here, but not necessarily in a bad way. You know, some things end and we're just thanking God it's over, right? So I actually feel like in a lot of ways that's what this feels like. But I like this very gentle energy that you're having with it. It's kind of like you've gotten past the point of resisting it. And now you're just like, okay, we'll see what happens. And it's like this very nice, calm approach, right? And you're just kind of letting things unfold. We do have 31. So this is actually Emperor energy when you break it down to a 4. So there's definitely like, there's just something you put as much work and effort and energy into something as you possibly could, and now you just have to see what happens, right? It's now out of your control. So let's look and see what's going on for Leo. Be sure to hit the like button, subscribe, share, comment down below. Any activity you put into the channel really helps me because it helps that algorithm. So it benefits the channel here. So I appreciate that. And if this scenario that comes through is not yours, be sure to check your other placements. We have the 5 of Cups, we have the High Priestess, and we have the 9 of Pentacles. We have the Queen of Wands. That is your energy there, Leo. Masculine or feminine, doesn't matter. The Hierophant. And the Queen of Pentacles. I do feel like you're definitely dealing with, or you're sitting in, a very strong feminine energy here. I would say divine feminine energy. So I do feel like you've got, we have 2 queens here, the High Priestess. This 9 of Pentacles is also a very feminine energy here, but I do feel like you're probably either dealing with or you're sitting in feminine energy. We have the Death card, the King of Swords. That's some Aquarius, Scorpio, Virgo. We got some Taurus here, and the 10 of Swords. Okay. So Death, 10 of Swords, definitely endings happening. We're going to see when we clarify what this is all about, because I actually feel like as an ending takes place, there's actually like, it's happening right as something else kind of opens up. So it may not feel so intense for certain things to come to a close here, and perhaps that's why we have this like nice gentle energy here, which is actually quite a far cry from what the Aries reading just looked like. So bottom of the deck we have the Moon, the Ace of Cups. Ooh, the Ace, see? 2 beginnings springing up, like I was saying there. So, and it's It's definitely tied in and connected here with the lunations that are going on. Now, you can certainly be dealing with a Pisces or a Cancer. But yeah, look at that. Okay. Okay, we have the Empress here. So we definitely have that divine feminine energy in your field here. But like I was saying, it's like we have 8 of Swords, 9 of Swords, the 5 of Wands. That's very difficult energy. But I feel like that's already passed. Like I was saying, you've already gotten past the point of doing everything you can do. And now you're just in this energy of just seeing what happens. Because you've done everything you can do, right? So I do feel like that's showing up here as like a confirmation. So let's clarify and see what was going on for you the week of that Libra full moon. So faith, just kind of this relaxed, deep belief that something will turn in a more positive direction. We do have the 5 of Cups here, so we are coming out of a situation that, you know, was regretful. There's pain, there's grief there. But with this Death card showing up, it's like this promise of transformation. So it's like, I do feel like you're strongly believing that something can go in a better direction. And perhaps an ending or some sort of change had to happen in order for it to turn in the correct direction, right? So let's see, 5 of Cups, 8 of Swords. So you might have been stuck in this very hard, difficult energy there for a while. And it could have been surrounding a decision. That's crossroads energy there. It could be that you were having a hard time making a choice. Kind of getting stuck in the head and then kind of getting stuck in these sort of regretful feelings. With the Queen of Wands, we have the Knight of Pentacles. So definitely some sort of seed here that's ready to be planted. It actually feels quite decisive. Judgment. Now, this could be that you have come to a choice. You've come to a decision about how to move forward with something here. With the Knight of Pentacles showing up, this is often, because it's a pentacle, it's a seed that we plant. It's something we're ready to commit to long term, because it's going to take some time to grow and develop into something. So this could be a relationship here. I mean, we do have the Hierophant in this next week, a commitment, a higher commitment here. So this could be a relationship, this could be just like something new, some creative project, but it's something that you're intending on nurturing for the long term, right? With the Death card, we have the 2 of Pentacles, yeah, and the 3 of Wands. So we're no longer sitting in this indecisive, fretting, worried energy. We're having faith that as we move forward, we can nurture something, we can bring something back from the dead, is what I want to say here with Death card and Judgment. It's like we're ready for that phoenix to be reborn. We're no longer indecisive about the future. So you might have had some very strong conclusions around that full moon in Libra when it came to no longer sitting on the fence. You made a move, or your intention is to move forward with that decision already having been made, right? All right, this week, dear Spirit, we have bring a gentle touch. So I do think you're approaching something very delicately. We have the High Priestess, the Hierophant, and the King of Swords. Could be dealing with a Pisces, a Taurus, or an Aquarius here. But to me, it feels like a commitment here between you, like the King of Swords makes decisions, right? Using logic and wisdom. And it feels like, to me, there's this choice to step into the unknown. You know, the High Priestess is this intuition. The King of Swords can very much be about intuition. You're really going with your faith here that something can go to the next level. So let's try and figure out what that is. It might be different for all of you, right? With the High Priestess, we have the Five of Wands and the King of Pentacles. So we have the King and Queen of Pentacles. I actually feel like in the past you probably had a hard time having faith in this thing, whatever this is. Could be a marriage. I mean, King, Queen of Pentacles, and the Hierophant. Maybe this was someone you were married to, or at least in a longer term committed connection of some kind. This could also simply be your career and having a hard time having faith in where it was going. And now you've kind of, you're trying to step more into your intuition and really trust in it. And in some ways I feel like it's because you have no other choice. Because clearly here in the past, and with that energy at the bottom of the deck, you were really fighting something, really trying to understand it, really trying to work something out, and it was hard. And it looks to me like you're worn out. And at this point, you're just like surrendering, ready to see what happens. Let's look at this Hierophant. Yes, we have the Nine of Swords. There's some fears around this. And the King of Swords. So I feel like what that's saying partially is that maybe even if your intuition is pulling you in this direction, there's some difficulty in trusting it because you have been hurt before, right? Could be that your mental body is really fighting you on this because of fears that are showing up here. It's keeping you up at night, maybe. And I do feel like that's kind of why we're taking this very gentle approach. It's like, it almost feels to me like you know how if you ever find a stray dog, you approach it very carefully because it's been through a rough situation, right? It might be really hungry, it might have been abused. I know that's kind of a weird example, but that's what came through. So I feel like you're treating this with kid gloves, if that makes sense. With the King of Swords, we have the King of Cups. Intuition, intuition, intuition. And Page of Swords. I actually feel like there's... it's kind of like, in some ways, you're almost kind of stepping out of the situation and trying to look at it from up above or to the side or what have you. It's like you're trying to step out of this bubble and look at it. And really trying to make sense of the fact that maybe your mental body and your intuition aren't lining up. Maybe you're being pulled one way, but then your head's saying, no, don't do that. So I do feel like you're still kind of wrestling with some of this, but I also feel like you're a little more curious than you've been. In the past, you were so stuck in your head and worried about it that I feel like curious wasn't necessarily your go-to experience there. I feel like you're trying to open up to that. Like, what if I did have faith in this? What might happen? What would happen if I just open up and surrender and just ease into something? So I do feel like you're kind of opening up to that. So this eclipse is in Taurus. It's a new moon eclipse. So, but you are getting a full moon in Capricorn. So there's definitely some sort of ending coming in here that is going to release some burdens, perhaps. We do have the Ten of Swords here, so it feels to me like it's the completion of the mental torture that's been going on, for sure. Let's see what we get. Nine of Pentacles. We have the Eight of Pentacles. Could be working really hard at this time at work. Really focused on we have the Page of Wands there. Really focused on your independence, yourself, your building yourself, building your finances, taking care of you, really entertaining your inspirations here with the Page of Wands. Just wanting to check every door that will open is what that feels like. Queen of Pentacles. We have the Chariot. And the Queen of Wands. I want to get more there actually, because we have the Queen of Wands here, which, like I was saying, this is your energy, right? Your Leo energy showing up here, making a choice about how to move forward on something. And then we're taking, it's like we take action here, but it could be associated with building of resources or building of a commitment here of some kind. It's like you're taking action, you're taking the reins on something. Let me get one more there. Oh my. Could be a move involved here for some of you, because we've got a lot of pentacles showing up. So this could actually have something to do with your actual resources, your tangible money, home, goods, that kind of thing. But I'm also feeling with that Tower that you're maybe kind of surprising somebody. We have the Six of Cups here. So this could very well be a connection. I actually feel like you're surprising someone with your actions, is what I'm getting there. With the Ten of Swords, we have the Magician. Yep, ready to put an end to this mental torture. And Three of Pentacles. To me, that actually feels like that next thing springing up. Three of Pentacles, Hanged Man. And the World card. So there could certainly be, I mean, for some of you, end of a tough cycle, could be dealing with a Capricorn. We've got that here twice, where you are putting an end to something and moving on from it. But I actually feel here that it's like you're allowing a cycle to end while seeing how you can build something new. So again, it's like something closes, another thing opens. And so if you're dealing with a person here, it feels to me like the cycle that's coming to a close is all this like pain and mental fear, confusion, torture that's going on here, this battle that's been going on between your head and your heart. And it looks to me like we're not only stepping into this very independent role, but at the same time working to build with someone else. Now, this could just be work related. This Three of Pentacles here, it could just be like, I'm going to focus on my career. I'm going to build with coworkers or collaborate with. This could be like even a new business or something that you're getting off the ground here. But it could be with a soulmate here as well. So certainly it looks to me like you kind of made your choice and that's what you're going with. So I feel like you'll be able to discern which of those options is your story. But see, look at this, like bottom of the deck. Ace of Cups, Two of Cups, Seven of Pentacles. To me, this says, I'm going to put my energy and effort into this connection. And having that new, fresh start that we saw at the bottom of the deck, the Ace of Swords, the Ace of Cups. So for the most part, I feel like for the majority of you that this is resonating with, you're actually going to rebuild something like the phoenix coming back from the ashes, right? with someone, perhaps a divine feminine, or you're the feminine here wanting to rebuild something with a masculine energy. So I hope that was helpful, Leo, and I will see you next time. Good luck with the lunation energy. This eclipse sandwich we're sitting in here could feel a little bit uncomfortable. I'll see you next time. Bye.